shot. Oh! What a play! What a shot! Kaylee Webb, unreal! Coleman going for it. Ball's deflected. James still has it. James scores it! It's up and it's in. Headed in for Colorado by Hannah Schartz. And they go up 3-0. Rosen. Oh, it's put in! Another CU goal! Jaden Newkirk. Hayward inside the box. Coleman is good! Savannah Coleman.
Well, there we see some highlights. A flurry of goals for the Colorado soccer team as they win 5-0 over Omaha at Prentice Field over the weekend. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson, the 5-0-1 head coach right now, Danny Sanchez. Well, early on, you got to be feeling good. Talk about kind of the start to the season.
Well, if you play them, you want to win them. And we'll talk about BYU in a second, but it's been a good start for us, especially having all these home matches. We've had a great support. And like I said, we've scored some good goals, and we've got a lot of contributions from a lot of players. So we're excited about the direction of the program, but we know there's challenges coming.
26 goals, though, through what, 6 matches, actually, at this point. That's a lot of scoring.
Yeah, hopefully I haven't used them all up. But yes, we scored some good goals too, and we're getting, like I said, obviously Shire and Savannah, some players are getting a lot of the recognition, but we're getting from a lot of different players and in a lot of different ways. Because as we build towards this weekend, we'll talk about in a second, and then Denver and then Pac-12 play, it's going to become more difficult.
Did you think, and we look back to camp and kind of get a ring for the season, this was going to be an offensive team?
Well, we thought we had potential. We had Shire back our lead scorer. We picked up Savannah late in the summer. We moved Kaylee up top, and she's been fantastic. We picked up a couple really good freshmen, Emerson Lane and Layla Lister, who have really given us kind of a change of pace off the bench. Rachel Rosen can play in any line. So we felt we had the potential to score goals.
Let's go back to the match in Provo. You end up with a tie to the team that was the runner-up last year, correct? Number 9 of the country, BYU. Take us back and talk us through that match.
Well, they're all that, and we expected. They came out, they play on the front foot, they're all over us. We give up the goal, but then we get the goal back, and then we give another goal, and that could have been it for us, but we kept scrapping. It wasn't the prettiest thing you're ever going to think. They're not going to put a frame of it anywhere, but the result's the result. And at their place, they rarely drop points. It's a great result on the road, but we know we have to play better to get even better results on the road.
But I'd have to think, from a coaching standpoint, that's got to be a great barometer for your team, right? To look at and say, okay, here's where we are, here's what we did, but the level we got to continue to play at.
We're not going to play a tougher team on the road, especially in their environment, how they play with their fans and so forth. So we know we're going to get challenges in Pac-12 play similar, so we need to step up.
Let's go ahead and move forward now. You had Texas A&M Commerce, and then this past weekend, Omaha, 5-0, Colorado over Omaha. Take us through the Mavericks match.
Well, Kaylee Webb, that's a great goal. Gets her head up, sees the goalkeeper off her line, bangs it in, and kind of got us going. We got 4 at halftime. The best part of it is we were able to get a lot of players a lot of minutes in the second half to kind of keep us fresh as we go to this weekend. But they were good goals, and we're excited kind of about the direction, the depth, and the versatility of the squad. How
about Shira James? She's got a streak right now. What is it, 10 matches, I think, 10 a match scoring streak she's got going on.
I'm sort of like the baseball coach that sits in the corner when the pitcher's got the perfect game. I don't ever talk about it, Mark, so I wasn't aware of that stat. I think Seth and everybody else sports information likes to talk about it, but she's playing well and playing with good energy. We know, like all good things, eventually it's going to come to an end. Hopefully not this weekend, but she's playing really well.
Is soccer a little bit like, baseball guys will get on a streak at the plate, or basketball guys are hitting shots. Is soccer got one of those kind of things where you get on a run every once in a while?
Yes, but she likes to talk about it. It's like the opposite, it's the opposite of Joe DiMaggio and Pete Rose and their baseball hitting streaks. It's a little bit different. So I just aged myself there. There may be spelling been broken since then, but she's on a good roll, and I think it builds confidence. But it builds confidence throughout the group because obviously teams are going to have to focus a lot on her.
All right, now you go kind of into the deep end of the pool, if you will. On the road against a couple of Big Ten schools this week. You've got a top 25 team in Michigan on Thursday, and then Michigan State on Sunday. Going to have a great test, right?
Yeah, Michigan went to the quarterfinals last year, lost to Florida State in overtime. So we know how good they were, and they won the national championship. So at their place, great coach Jen Klein. And then Michigan State on the road, new coaching staff. I think they're 4-1 now. So it's going to be a big test for us on the road this weekend.
All right, they'll find out some answers this weekend. Coach, good luck.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, Danny Sanchez, head coach of the soccer team on the road in Big Ten country. That wraps up the Buffalo Stampede. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. We'll talk to you next time.